Hi guys, I'm gonna do another movie review, but this time it'll be on a Blue Sky film. It's gonna be on the movie Ice Age, the first Ice Age movie from 2002. So without further ado, let's get this review started. Cue the intro. Hey guys, this is Jonathan, the Disney fan here, and today, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for, my review on Ice Age. Came in the year of 2002. It's basically what the plot is about. It's a Cornopio, who is also known as Scrat, attempts to find a place to store his acorn for the winter. Eventually, as he tries to stomp it into the ground, he then inadvertently causes a large crack to form in the ice that extends for miles before setting off a large avalanche which nearly crushes him. He barely escapes but finds himself getting stepped on by a herd of prehistoric animals, migrating south in order to escape the forthcoming Ice Age. Sid, the clumsy but kind-hearted ground sloth, is left behind by his family, and then decides to move on by himself, but then is attacked by the two Brontosaurus. Sorry guys, I can't pronounce that word right. Brontosaurus after ruining their meal and then making them angry. Sid is soon rescued by Manny, who is a cynical woolly mammoth heading north, and then who fights off the rhinos off and continues on his path. He joins Manny, but not wanting to be alone and unprotected. Manny is, however, annoyed by Sid's outgoing demeanor and wishes to migrate on his own. But Sid nonetheless continues to follow Manny, while meanwhile, Solo, the leader of the Simulodum pack, wants revenge on a Neanderthal tribe for killing half of his pack by eating the ship's infant son, Roshan, alive. Solo leads the raid on a Neanderthal camp, during which Roshan's mother flees with her son, cornered by Soto's lieutenant, Diego. She leaps down the waterfall with Roshan, and as punishment for his failure to retrieve Roshan, Diego is sent to find and retrieve him while the rest of the pack waits for him at a mountain known as Half Peak. If he fails, he will get killed by Roshan's place. Later, Sid and Mandy encounter a mother struggling out of the lake, dying from a plunge. The mother only has enough strength to entrust Roshan to Manny before she dies and disappears into the water. And after not much persuasion by Sid, they decide to return the baby, but when they reach the Neanderthal settlement, they find it deserted. They met up with Diego, who convinces the pair to help him by tracking the Neanderthals. The four travel on with Diego secretly leading them to Half Peak, where his pack is waiting to ambush them. After encountering several misadventures on their way, the group reaches a cave with several cave paintings. There, Sid and Diego learn about Manny's past and his previous interactions with the Neanderthal hunters, in which they slaughtered his family, consisting of his mate and child, leaving Manny a depressed loner. Later, the group almost reaches their destination, Half Peak, only to encounter a forming river of lava. Manny and Sid, along with Roshan, make it across safely, but Diego ends up hanging on a cliff about to fall into the lava. Manny saves him, narrowly missing certain death by falling into the lava himself. The herd takes a break for the night, and Roshan takes the first walking steps toward Diego, who starts to have a change of heart about his mission. The next day, the herd approaches the ambush, causing Diego, now full of respect for Manny for saving his life, to change his mind and confess to Manny and Sid about the ambush. As the pair turn hostile towards him, Diego pleads for their trust and tries to foil the attack. The herd battles Soto's pack, but despite their efforts, Soto and his associates manage to corner Manny. As Soto closes in to kill on Manny, Diego sacrifices himself by jumping in the way and is injured as a result. Manny then knocks a distracted Soto into a rock wall, causing several sharp icicles to fall into Soto, impaling and instantly killing him. Horrified, the rest of the pack retreat. Manny and Sid mourn for Diego's injury, which they believe it was fatal, and continue their journey without him. The two manage to successfully return Roshan to his trip, and to their surprise, Diego manages to rejoin them, just in time to see Roshan leave. The group then begins to head off to warmer climates. And 2,000 years later, Scrat is now frozen in a block of ice, ending up on the shores of a tropical island. And then when the ice slowly melts, an acorn that was also frozen in the same ice block had been washed away, which makes Scrat freak out, and then he finds a coconut and tries to stop it into the ground, only to accidentally trigger a volcanic eruption. And that's basically what the plot is for the entire film. Guys, what could I say about this movie? Honestly, this is a really awesome Ice Age film. The first one is awesome. Sure, the sequels, yeah, they made sequels in the past, like Ice Age The Meltdown and Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age Contential Drift, and Ice Age Collision Course. Ice Age Contential Drift and Ice Age Collision Course was god awful. Both of them were just god awful, but this was really good. The first one was good. I mean, the animation looks really decent for a Blue Sky film. It looks really decent. I mean, the characters are likable. Manny's a good character. I like Sid the best. He's really funny. You know, he does lots of funny things that make me laugh. Like, when there was this one scene where Sid took the baby and showed it to the female slobs, and yeah, that was pretty funny. And that baby is all covered up with, and then he throws this Sid. That was pretty funny. And Scrat, he's a good character too. He appears at the beginning to the end. Yeah. And Diego, he's cool too. Yeah, the music in it is really lovely. Like, every time I watch this movie, I don't know why, it really makes me feel like a young kid again. Listening to those music is just so pleasing to my ears. Like it has one of the most beautiful music ever. And let's talk about the voice actors. Ray Romano, who is Manny, he's good. He did a good job. John Leguizamo is Sid, and Dennis Leary is Diego. Jack Black as Zeke, Chris Wedge as Scrat, and Goran Višnjić as Sato. And even Alan Tudyk appeared in this one as Lenny. And Critic the Entertainer as Carl. Everybody did a good job. Even Tara Strong, who appeared in it. She appeared as Roshan. She did the voice of Roshan. Tara Strong. Ice Age was even nominated for the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, but it lost to Spirited Away. And it got a 77% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 166 reviews. But I think it's a really swell film. I enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoyed this first Ice Age film as much as I did with the Shrek franchise and the Toy Story franchise. That's how enjoyable it was. I've enjoyed this first Ice Age film as much as I've enjoyed the two franchises that I mentioned, which is Shrek and Toy Story. Which I love the Shrek and I love the Toy Story franchise, both at the same time. And Chris Wedge, he was also the director of Ice Age, and I have to say, this was Chris Wedge's best performance that he did. His best work. Even I thought the story was pretty entertaining at best. So yeah, I really had a good time watching Ice Age. If you haven't seen Ice Age, where have you been? You need to check this first Ice Age film. The characters are great, the music is great, the animation is great, the story is great. Everything I can say is just great. It's a phenomenal film you should see from 2002. It's also one of the best animated films, along with Lilo and Stitch and other great animated films from 2002. You have to go see it if you haven't seen it. Check that out. You will be amused. So yeah, for my final rating for the first Ice Age film from 2002, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 7. Outstanding. And that's all I would like to say. Thank you for watching my review on the first Ice Age film. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. This is Jonathan, the Disney fan here, signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.